All right, guys, welcome once again to Tribal Council, one of my personal favorite places. Not sure about you guys, but I love it here. Allah Jabal, we just finished one of my favorite challenges, or my favorite place right after one of my favorite challenges. You guys better make this a good night. So a bit was revealed, whether it was already public knowledge or not, whether you've been enlightened a little bit, that is yet to be determined. I'm sure tonight and the next couple of days prove the answers to these questions correct or completely false. Before we start Tribal Council off, let's say hello to the people watching, to the jury, Reynolds and Stephanie, as well as our viewers. So Travis in the pink tonight, welcome. Carlos wearing immunity.
What's up?
Izzy.
Hello.
Dylan. It's your boy Jay.
Yo, yo.
And Miss Kate.
Hi.
And Mandy. At an individual tribal council, she's back home. Welcome.
Thank you.
Nicole.
Hey, #1 fan, Margot.
Wow.
Miss Paisha survived at the skin of her teeth last tribal council.
Hello.
And Mr. Ricky.
I was like almost voted out too. Thank you.
Survived at the skin of his teeth too. But he holds his idol. And prior to filming this, he made it aware that he was playing.
It's on my neck. It's sitting here. CJ, I'm playing it.
All right, guys, let's start it off with some questions. Carlos.
What's up?
All right. Last tribal council. Tell me a little bit about the whole purple rock scenario. That was insane.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Well, we came up with a plan to try to flood Ricky and his idol at the same time. We had 6 votes going his way, and then step 2 didn't really work, but we were trying to get somebody to throw a vote from the other side, and no one gave in. So we just took it to rock, and the person who we said our target was, Reynolds, actually went home. So it was pretty funny.
Now, is this game very like not one-sided, but very like side versus side right now? Like, explain to the viewers and yourself publicly to me, who are the sides right now?
I think that it's like basically is, do you want to follow order, or do you want to create the order type of size? Is Ricky on the other side, and then you would have Nicole, Dylan, Kate, Desiree, and then on this side we have Jay, Mandy, Keisha, Izzy, myself, and Travis. Where is he? He's not here.
He's right there.
Oh, I found him. So yeah, but I mean, those were the people that voted together last tribal council, you know, that are still here. So it's like 6. You would think it's 6 versus 5, but this game you never know. I think the last few days has been a lot of trying to flip people and a lot of trying to convince, you know. So anything could happen tonight, you know, like it's not solid.
All right, so Nicole, I'm gonna ask you a question based off of something I literally just heard from Carlos. Flip. I feel like I've been hearing that word quite often since we merged. Everybody's trying to get people to flip. Now, are there like consistent people who can be considered flippers or possible flippers? Because if the sides are so strong and it's like the follow Ricky order side, and then it's the let's create the order side. If it's been so strong the past 3 tribal councils, like who where do the flipper, who are the flippers? Who could be a flipper?
I think that there are definitely some like you have like pillars on each side where it's like they're there, they're gonna stay there, and then you kind of have the people in the middle who are the ones who everyone's been talking to, being like, oh, come to this side. Like, we don't have a pillar. But I think both sides have pillars. Both sides have very strong people in who are running it.
All right. Who are your pillars and who are running it?
Okay. In everyone's eyes, it's Ricky and then Carlos, I think.
Can I ask you why it says you said in everyone's eyes though?
Well, I don't think, because this game, there's not one person who's running.
It's perspective. It's perception.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's
think, though. Like
Yeah.
being accused constantly of being the other side's pillar. I didn't choose who got voted last round. No one's my goat.
that's
Like
what I said in the eye, in everyone's eyes. I didn't
All right, Ricky. Well, okay, Ricky.
trying to fight with me.
No, Ricky. Okay, for Ricky first. All right, Ricky, for a second. I let Nicole finish, but okay. In her eyes, and as a host of Tribal Council, I would agree with what Nicole said about these two vocal people during challenges and Tribal Council being pillars of these sides. So this is your chance to be like, I'm no pillar. If it's okay, say it. Why?
I could ask every single one of them on the last vote, did I get my way? And they would say no.
Okay, but all right. One vote. Okay, let me just say something. Just one vote. Last Tribal Council. That is a fact. That's a fact. But you're not. Why? One Tribal Council and not getting your way, or having nothing to do with Peisha being a target.
Oh, I was okay with voting Peisha because that's what the group wanted.
Yeah, but
what I'm saying is,
how are you not a pillar on your side? Forget Last Tribal Council. Forget that. Speak as if Last Tribal Council never happened.
if I'm a pillar, I would have got my way. The past 5 rounds, I've lost 2 immunities, came to Tribal Council, lost 2 allies. Tell
Ricky,
me
that's not the point. They're saying
Alright, can I
that you're
bring
a
up a
pillar of that side. So your side, they're saying that you're controlling that side. Now you're controlling the whole game.
But what did I
It's a
control?
difference.
I want you to tell me what I control.
Yeah, I'll bring that up. I just want to bring like a good point. The first vote, you can say that Ricky thought, like Peisha flipped on him. Guess who got votes from his side last time? Peisha. You can say Izzy flipped last week. Who did Ricky's group target first this week? So are you just gonna wait till it's time for you to make a move for yourself and you're gonna have to flip on Ricky and he's gonna target you? Or are you just gonna like keep sticking with him? Like I don't
You know what the
understand
best
that.
thing is? You can say that, but every single one of the people on my side, no, that's completely false. The fact
Do
that
they?
you-
Do they?
Can I say something?
I'm
The
just
fact that you want to exploit me as this big bad guy or this big person that other lines. I'm not the
I'm
one.
just saying. I'm
Well,
just saying
I'm
that's the point. You can deny that, but the facts are there.
All right, I'm going back to Nicole. Thank you, Jay. It might be coincidence. Now Jay just bringing up coincidence, Nicole, that Peisha turned on quote unquote Ricky because she came from the first Tribal Council. Peisha did not vote with her coach. Fast forward to the next Tribal Council, Peisha is the target. That next Tribal Council, Izzy doesn't vote with her quote unquote coach. And from what Jay is saying is now Izzy is the target. So does from Nicole's point, I want to know because she's the one who brought up this whole Ricky and Carlos being a pillar. From your vote, break it down. Just one final thought of why you think these are pillars, because that's your opinion.
Oh, well, I first start off by saying in some people's eyes, like everyone has different perceptions of how the game is going, and I said they're pillars because those two have always voted with the same people. Like you have Izzy who flipped, me and Dylan who flipped. So it's like there's people in the middle, and I think the pillars are the most vocal people. Like as we saw in the challenge, most answers were Carlos or Ricky because they're the ones who everyone thinks is running each side. And if that's true, I don't know. I mean, I know that I have my own opinion, I have my own voice, and so does everyone else in this game. But as far as perception, it can seem like they're running each side.
Kate, let's talk about your perception of pillars. Do you agree or disagree with Nicole?
I agree with her in terms of perception, but I think reality is different. I think it's very perceived that like Ricky is a pillar and Carlos is a pillar, and I think that was really evident in the challenge too. You know, there were questions like who's running the game, who thinks they're running the game, and you know, Ricky and Carlos are pretty popular answers for that. And so I think perception-wise, yeah, but in all reality, I don't know that that's necessarily the case. Kind of as Nicole was saying, like she was saying she's an individual person and she's going to make whatever decision she wants to make. I feel the same way. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm not just going to do it because somebody tells me to. Like you don't jump because somebody says jump, you know?
Now, how does continue? Now, how does perception influence reality for you? Do Ricky and Carlos being pillars, or this perception of them being pillars, does that make you threatened by them more? Or in reality, you get along fine with these big threat pillars who are running the game? Like, what's perception versus reality, and or how does one influence the other in your game?
I think that personally, you know, from whatever conversations I've had with each of them, I like them both as people beyond this game and just who they are in general. But I think kind of perceived in the game pits them against each other. So I think it's very much like Carlos versus Ricky is the perception. But like I said, I think that's just perception. I don't know that that's necessarily what it really is.
I've seen this war happen many times in iSurvivor, where it's perceived that this one person on this one in this one camp and this one other person in this other camp, and they rival it out until one of them loses and one of them quote unquote wins. And it's funny though, because in the past I haven't really, from recent history, I don't recall any of those pillars winning the game. Now, Kate, what side of the pillar do you fall on in this vote or at this phase in the game?
Can I say we'll see?
Well, Carlos already said that you were on Ricky's side of the pillar. I want to hear it from you. If you're saying we'll see, then you're saying you're not on Ricky's side of the pillar?
No, I'm not saying not either. I just think that I'm going to play however is best for my game. And like I said, I think the pillars are very perceptual.
All right, so I'm asking on. All right, so in terms of strategy, okay, there's one camp and one pillar going in one direction for this vote. Yes or no? And then there's another pillar going in one direction, and their camp going in that direction. Correct. Now, are you for this vote on one side or the other, or are you in the middle in a gray area? What camp are you in, or are you campless?
I think that the other camp is going to attempt to vote me, so I am not in that camp today.
Why do you think that you're a target from Carlos Pillar Carlos and his camp?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you think you're their target?
I mean, when Travis used the catfish, he pushed it to me. You know, today in the challenge, Jay and Carlos both said me before, I'm pretty sure before either of them said Nicole or Dylan or
do you know why?
Mandy even, or anybody over there. So it just kind of makes me perceive that maybe I'm the target.
I can't help but notice Carlos, Izzy, Jay, Paisha, Travis, Mandy. Mandy, you and Kate, you're a vet. Kate is a newbie. From what I perceive and I'm hearing, you're in a vet camp. She's in the vet camp, and you're quote unquote in the non-vet camp. Is that assumable by myself?
I mean, again, that's kind of perceptual, but sure.
Have you voted? Which side? Which pillar have you voted with for the past couple of rounds?
The non-vet side.
Okay, so
Yeah, I guess it's pretty telling.
why have you voted along those lines? You're here at Tribal Council. Let's I want to get down to a little bit of sorry. I want to get down to a little bit of Mandy and her individual gameplay now that you're present. So welcome to Tribal Council. Have you been able to watch a few of the other Tribal Councils?
I have, yeah.
How telling were those?
Extremely. And they were also like very nerve-wracking to watch.
So you voted with the Carlos's pillar side over the last couple of Tribal Councils, and after rewatching some of those Tribal Councils, did it reinforce your current strategy, or did it make you want to rethink? Hey, okay, let me rethink some stuff.
I mean, I think that my strategy is still the same. But I mean, I've been listening to your advice on talking to everybody, so I feel at times I'm trying to get pulled in various directions where I'm going to be Gumby soon because I'm being pulled in all these directions. But no, I'm pretty firm where I am.
So in the past challenge, you were called the quietest, the person putting in the least overall effort. At past Tribal Councils, you've been called resting on laurels. How does that make you feel? From with those labels, it's like, okay, this girl has no shot at winning right now. So how are you going to overcome that? How does it make you feel, and how are you going to overcome it?
Honestly, it makes me feel shitty because I've been working pretty hard, and I think if I wasn't working hard, I wouldn't be here. Yeah, I was on vacation, but I did make an effort to reach out to every single person, and I did sit on call with at least every single person here at least once. So I understand where they do say that I am the quietest, but now that I'm home, I can actually be the social star that I am and just talk about yourself. Because, I have all the time in the world right now, but yeah, it was a really shitty feeling because it was completely different than the last time I played this challenge.
Do you think you could you have enough time in this game if you last past tonight to change opinions and overcome those negative connotations that are associated with Mandy right now?
I do, yeah.
What are you basing your vote on tonight?
Survival, really. And also just going with, what I've been doing up until this point.
All right, Ricky.
Well,
Oh, Jay, what do you have a comment?
I just want to say to Mandy, there's already been people I'm just having a hard time Mandy. They were already saying people on the side that you're trying to you're getting flipping to. They've been saying you flipped since last tribal, the day of last tribal. Do you really want to be on a side where they told you it already got leaked that day? If you were on our side,
she switched the side. She didn't say anything.
Dude, okay, bro. I'm sorry.
Jay, you're speaking a little. Jay, you're speaking a little. Okay, for me personally, I'm a little lost. So if you're gonna talk to and approach Mandy, you need to make it where I understand. So start from square one.
All right. So it's been perceived Mandy. This is before before I talked today. They've been saying you flipped since the day of. There's this best chat. There's all of this. Mandy barely talks and this and that.
How'd you find that out?
Someone from their side also said it. I'll even say who it is.
Who?
She's been saying that since that day. Do you really want to be on that side where your
You really
information
say
is
the
going?
person who is not here. You brought up the one person who
It's
can't
true
defend
though. What are you
themselves.
talking?
It's so funny though.
You
So
can
the
tell
one
her.
person who can't speak up
Okay,
against you
bro.
said, "Oh, that."
She's
person-
online. She's online, so we could ask her.
I mean, you
I
can
don't
ask
think-
her right
I don't
now,
think- She didn't do shit.
dude. I just find it okay. Whatever.
So what's your point, Jay? So what's your point? Let's get to the point.
I'm giving a hard to Mandy.
Yeah. Okay. What's the point of the heart to heart?
Those people are obviously not going to be loyal to you. They're already leaking your information.
Okay. Okay. So I see what you're
That's
saying.
the league, babe. So you're good. Middle
Okay,
finger.
bro.
Ricky,
That side is going to throw you under the bus. Don't worry.
I didn't think about this earlier, but
Throw me under that I have not already ventured a path. You
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Mandy, dude. Well, get your facts straight.
Okay, well, calm down.
See, why am I considered the killer when it's always the one fighting?
Ricky, let me guys relax. All right, Ricky. Hi, how are you? All right. So I really never thought about it like this, but Keisha didn't go with you. You were her coach. Izzy didn't go with you. He was your coach. Would you like? Let's just say, would you be shocked if somebody you coached knew decided not to vote with you tonight, just to continue the trend?
Absolutely not. They didn't want to vote with me. I'm sure Fabi didn't. Travis never wanted to vote with me. Like, it's been a trend anyways. Like, Keisha not voting with me and switching sides hurt my feelings, but that's not why she got voted for last round. It wasn't. What are you shaking your head for, Jay? Explain yourself. Come on,
Dude, it's obviously if someone flips on you, they're the next target in your eyes.
you can ask every
Someone-
single person.
so when-
Peisha, if I was the one who wanted Peisha to go,
So,
I'm sure they'll tell you
Yo,
the truth.
I'm just telling you, the people, if one day you have the mindset, okay, I'm not gonna stick with Ricky forever, the one time you do finally make
At
them,
what
you're gonna
point
be the next target.
people see that as you can accuse me and point
Yeah,
at
look
me.
at the facts.
Talking,
Look at the
Ricky,
facts.
stop talking.
What are you guys doing?
It's
Let me
just
say
no-
one thing. I was asked questions.
All right,
I was asked questions.
Ricky, why do you think you and Jay just fight constantly?
Jay just has an inferiority complex, which is clear because he's
What does
inferior.
that even mean?
And can I say one thing? This whole game, Travis, Carlos, and Jay want to point at me and say I'm running the game and I'm such a big threat. I've been running myself into a wall. I've lost 2 challenges, lost 2 allies, and I'm sitting here playing my hidden immunity idol. I'm running the game. Let's point at you guys who's been getting your way for so long. Like, you want to say I'm the good player, you guys are fucking owning it. And everyone here sees it. So you want to say that I'm the big threat? No one's that fucking stupid.
Dylan, I put you in the middle while they were fighting, and it was you just sitting there quietly. It was hilarious. What do you make of this madness? You're pretty quiet, pretty tame. We have a lot of loud people who have a Sandy syndrome. I think they've been spending way too much time around me. But how do you deal with this at Tribal Council, back at camp, when you're on one-on-ones and in tribal calls? How do you deal with people of such different character?
It is what it is. Everyone has their own personalities. But I think you just gotta not really pay too much attention to what's going on here. Everyone should be fairly confident going in, and I think if you're a person that is going to be swayed at tribal council, then you really got to get your priorities straight.
Dylan, one thing that people have been paying attention to is the fact that you don't mind pathologically lying to anything.
No.
Is that a good thing to carry along as a badge throughout the rest of this game?
I guess not. I don't know. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me.
What do you think that people are, whether they meant it when they voted you or not? I'm just going based off the assumption that the majority of the tribe feel like you have no problem lying. Like, how did that feel? Like, out of everybody, Dylan, as they know, they called you out on it.
I think it has more to do with going back to your first question. You know, you got people like Jay and Ricky. You obviously know where they stand.
Mm-hmm.
Someone quiet like me, especially given my history since the merge, it's not surprising that I'm deemed untrustworthy.
Got it. All right, good defense. I like that. Bring it at Tribal Council. Shut me up so I can move on. That's what I like.
You don't like that. That's a lie.
No, but I mean, like, now I can move on because you satisfied me. I really can't combat that, right?
That's
Did I not satisfy you? Is that why I
aim to
got
satisfy Sandy.
I just had more. I guess I had more to ask you, Kate. Other than why don't you talk to girls? Peisha. So how shocked were you last Tribal Council to go in and at the 5-5 or what was it, 6-5 vote, and finally Peisha or Ricky to tie it up?
Mhm.
How did it feel to be in a tie in the game of iSurvivor?
Well, it was very scary. I wasn't expecting to be anybody's target so soon. So like going forward, I won't be shocked if I receive votes from here on out. So I'm never gonna get blindsided. So I'll just expect votes all the time.
Why do you think that that pillar side decided to place votes on you?
I was told it was because of what I won in the auction. Some people said it was because they wanted to keep me safe, which I knew that wasn't true. But then one of them told me it was because of that. So
Who said we wanted to keep you safe? I wanted to keep you safe, so I voted you. Who said that?
yeah,
Who said that?
Actually, I said that.
Ricky, is that true? Is that true, Ricky?
Part of it, absolutely, is when literally when Carlos kept saying it's gonna tie, and I didn't want to vote Taisha, which you can literally, if anyone asked any of them, I said no to Taisha. I thought it was stupid. But if we're gonna tie, why not? But
But
I'm gonna stay with it. Absolutely, because Taisha's not on my side.
Pesha did.
Taisha absolutely.
Yeah, but Pesha kind of made it seem right now that you said it as if like you were her saving grace. Oh, we did it.
No, she knows that because we talked about it. So like, I was not so saving grace.
Okay, just making sure. Pesha, are you expecting to be a target again? Because you were a target because of quote unquote, let's just say, prizes, auction items. You still have those. You're around.
yeah.
Why don't we just follow our? Why don't we just follow what we did last time? She's still here. Let's go.
Well, I was hoping they would forget about the other one, but it's not now. But it's not. But like with that, with the Express Pass, it's not that I can just use it. I mean, when I do use it, it's gonna be because I want to be selfish for myself and protect myself, and I don't think right now I can. So, but I don't know. It's hard to say how I can use it the right way, and I haven't figured that out just yet. Yeah. So.
And what are you going to base your vote on tonight?
Somebody that voted for me last time.
Okay,
basically.
heard. So you're just paying back the favor.
Paying back. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's not hard.
Izzy,
Yo, what's up?
how are you feeling this evening?
I'm okay.
You're okay. You were the talk of the town.
Oh, I know.
What went down last tribal council? Update me about how tribe life was this weekend.
It took a huge gamble for me to vote for Ricky the last round. And I took a huge gamble and played rocks. So it was a huge gamble for me, but it worked. So
Reynolds went because of your rocks. What did that work out? Did that work out in your favor?
somewhat in a way, because it was good for my game. Serves excuse me, somewhat in a way.
What way?
I have a question. Can you follow through from start to finish your logic and why you would backstab people you were with from day one?
I did it for my game. I did it for my
yourself, Jeff.
game.
She's absolutely a human
Yeah.
being who has an opinion.
Izzy, why from Ricky? Why did you make the move?
I did make the move is because it's for best for my game. I'm going against veterans. Veterans will probably get more of the vote than newbies.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's more newbies
I knew it was time to
Turkey
switch.
if there's veterans in the finals. So
Yeah. So if I go against any veteran in the final, the
you
veteran's
force
gonna
that
win.
information. It kind of seems like it. It looks like I'm not the one controlling anything. Someone else is.
Yeah,
Not my.
sorry. Ricky, Izzy, just going after King Ricky, man. Like, you fucked up the time. You
King
should not
Ricky.
have done that. Don't do that again. Don't do that again, Izzy.
Come back, girl.
Izzy, do you regret the move you made at all?
In a way, yes. In a way, no.
No. Yes.
It's in between 50-50.
So yes and no. How confident are you tonight that things will go your way again?
Since I am hearing that I'm a target, I am a little worried. But hey, if I go, I love you all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who told you you were a target?
Yourself.
And many others, because unlike you, we're not going to stab you in the back. Like Travis says, we're going to stab you.
Ricky, are you offended that Izzy made a move against you?
I would have had Izzy back 1,000,000%. I liked Izzy. I still like Izzy, but in this game, I talked to her every day. I appreciated her, and you know what? Everyone can be like, "No, you did not." I absolutely did.
All right, Ricky. My question was, were you offended that
Yeah, I was offended.
And I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's a game, like you said. No emotions. That's what you said.
Travis? Welcome to the light of day, even though it's nighttime here at Tribal Council. Welcome out of the motherfucking cave.
Amen. Praise Jesus.
What do you have to say to Dylan?
What do I have to say to Dylan? I don't have a lot to say. I've already done my confessionals on it. I had more than enough time to vent. But the one thing I thought was funny is that the guy who cheated and couldn't keep his mouth shut when he was supposed to, based on like rules we signed up for, is the one who makes me have to be silent for 3 days. And I did it. I didn't break the rule once, and I feel good about that. So no matter how this season ends, I'll know that I didn't cheat.
Travis, I can't help. That was a dig, right? But laugh at the dig.
I mean, we all choose to play how we want to play.
Yeah.
And if you want something bad enough, you'll cheat for it.
Mhm.
Travis, did you talk to Sean when the game occurred? Because I have a screen cap when you went on screen share when you actually were doing the flag challenge that you were talking to Sean.
You show me that. I've never talked to Sean one-on-one.
All right, this is a Ricky. This has nothing to do with Sean. And let Travis speak. And you're not going to bring up information to benefit yourself here at Tribal Council because like if you wanted to bring that, no. Let me just say, Ricky, legitimately. Okay, but that serves no purpose, motherfucking here at the Final 11, Ricky. If you really had an issue with it, bring it up when it fucking matters, not when it not okay, so then shut up about it. Why are we talking about it? Oh, yeah, you chimed in on information that has no bearing on the game and you're trying to use it to make somebody look bad when I'm pissed off now that you're trying to make somebody look bad in a game. It makes you look bad trying to sit on information, bro. To use it at your benefit.
Ricky, it was a fair dig.
Dylan, defend yourself.
I don't even dislike Dylan. I'm just being real with him. You play how you play, and you have to back up how you play. I played a crazy, intense game. I'm going to have to own it. And you've chosen to play the game you chose to play too, Dylan. And you're going to get to the end and have to own it too.
Well, I hope I get to the end. I'll be happy if I get to the end.
Dylan, was there any strategy into sending Travis, opposed to everybody else, into the cave?
I think he's a very likable person. He's a good talker. So just not having that other pillar.
Wait, so I thought it was me. No?
You're like.
But that was from Nicole's perception. This is Dylan.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, Carlos. You're still a pillar in my eyes.
Gotcha.
It was a little strategic. I don't know if it benefited at all. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't.
Travis, now that you've been back, you've had time to talk since the challenge only. Do you feel like you're a fish out of water? You're in over your head? Your pink weed is about to be snatched? Which one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm overwhelmed. It's hard to catch up on all this information in such a short period of time. And, I think that I definitely could be a target tonight. I expect to get votes. And it wouldn't shock me, but I would love the opportunity to actually play the round that I go out, because this was so difficult for me to just sit and watch. I know some of the other players this season have done that all season, and that's been their strategy, but not me. I'm playing hard, so it was really difficult for me to just watch, some of this stuff go down, and it's still hard, but you gotta push through.
Jay. People think that they can beat you, that you have no shot in winning this game. Do you think that's because you've already been voted out? You're the only one here who's had their torch relit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would hope people think that they can't read, take me to the end. But looking back at last season, the nice lady that won last season, she was voted out too, and she ended up winning. I mean, it's just how you play it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm playing a winning game or anything. You guys can take me to the end. I'll be so grateful. Go ahead.
Ginny, I just want you to know, Ginny, if you ever watch this, he just complimented you and called you nice. I'm sure nobody's ever called you nice before. Yeah, she's not. Ginny's awesome, but nice being the first adjective I'd use, no. Anyway, Jay, so I have a question. Does Ricky irritate you just like Ricky's presence? Does it irritate you?
No, honestly, it doesn't. Ricky, if he wants to have a career or whatever, okay, dude, I am inferior to you. You're a king. You're a god. I'm just a peasant. You know, bro. I get it so 100%. So you can call me that all the time. It's fine. I don't personally hate anybody. I guess me and Ricky just have different views of the game and how.
Ricky is your growing animosity because you always hear his name in his mouth?
Literally every time anything happens, it's because I could like walk to the other side of the room. I just talk about something. Like they have so many stories that include my name that come up like nonstop. It's enough.
Like, I mean, you told Nicole that I was throwing her name out when that never came out of my mouth. So
I didn't make it up. So I when you asked me about that, and you said what do you mean? You guys have thrown so much shit at me that sorry, it's hard
It's
to
never
fucking
been
keep up.
anything about you's never been false. So Ricky, that's the thing.
What did I tell me? One thing that I've done that's negative towards anyone in this game.
The way you played, it's exactly the way. The whole thing I've been
That's
saying.
very broad. So I want Jay and no one else chime in. Jay, tell me one move I made against any of these people that is shady.
The move you made against me. It was
I voted you lied. You voted Desiree.
Am I supposed to give you all the information in my game? Like, you were a coach. You were a coach. I'm not a player. What did I lie? What did I lie?
I'm on you, but you voted for Desiree. You're supposed to vote for Stephanie in case you're a liar.
You were a player. Dude, I'm not supposed to tell you everything. You weren't even a player then. That just,
what I did to you. You
that
just
just,
said what I did to
that
you.
just shows. Okay, let me talk. Can I talk, King? King Ricky, can I talk? Can I talk? I'm just saying. You were.
Carlos, you're frozen for me. Get off and hop on again, Carlos.
What did I do to you?
Dude, at that point, you were just a coach and you were dictating things. Here now, and you're still.
What did I do to you?
You legit made everyone vote me out. There's not even, you can't even say that's false. Okay, dude, okay. It's just a loop.
Nicole,
You voting for whom? Stephanie. You voted for Desiree.
I have a question.
At that point, I was leaving.
Nicole. So Jay has so much animosity for how his experience was under the coaching of Ricky. It seems like. What do you think it is about Ricky's coaching style that leaves you in a different position? Like you coached Paisha, you coached Travis, you coached Carlos, you coached Manny, you coached Kate, you coached Dylan. And I haven't seen a row like this with you and one of your players. So what do you think's going down? What from your perspective, where is the hiccup in their communication? Where did their relationship break down?
I think I've been saying this for the past, since I've been, when I was a coach, I was saying this a lot. I think that my coaching technique was more laid back. I didn't try to be a player in the game. I kind of let other people.
Let her finish. You can have a respond, Ricky.
I'm so tired of you saying that.
Yeah, I thought you.
Round after round after round. You've been playing this game before it even started, girl. You were not a coach originally, and you knew that. And you took on the coach role, but you have been playing so hard. So
Andy, you asked for that trial. Here it is. Right? Andy, you asked for it.
So you think because.
My coaching was very different than Ricky's. He was more hands-on.
And do you think that your coaching style would have suited Jay better?
I mean, maybe, but maybe I would, maybe not. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to let Ricky respond to Nicole, and then I'm going to get to Travis really quickly. Yeah.
We can all talk about my coaching skills. But I want to ask Travis, just as a friend, 'cause you're my friend, I think. I would hope. I was a good coach.
Yeah, generally speaking, you actually coach. We're like Nicole just
Can I
kind of
answer? Can you ask me that?
Jay, I don't know.
Okay, let me just answer it. Can you ask me the first day? Ricky, when the game started, I didn't even know Ricky yet. He started telling people that I was a villain to be wary when talking to me, and this was right when the game started. Exactly. That's good.
All right, Ricky, you just admitted that. So do you understand where Jay might not think, okay,
Apologize over and over and over. Oh, come on. I did. We talked about way too
What
many
was the
times.
what was the point of that though?
Yeah, you did the same
I
thing to
mean,
me.
but I didn't want Izzy, Travis, Kate, or Desiree to go because of you.
okay, that makes sense. That's
Only at that point.
I knew what you said to me, and I knew what you
all
were
right. I got to what I wanted to find out. I wanted to find out how and where and why, and I got it. I got exactly. All right, thank you. Thank you. Travis, Nicole. So there's this tension going here. Travis, every time Nicole like says something general or nice or PC, you always come and call a spade from your point of view.
Well, right. Like Nicole and I are playing really similar games. Just the way that I am right now is how she is when the camera's off. Like she's got tons of dirt on everybody. She's got lots to say. She's got really strong opinions, and she shares them, just not to your face. And I guess that's where like I've separated myself from hers. I went up to her, I point blank said, I want to work with you. This is what I'd like to do in this game. She openly admitted that she flip-flopped, and that's just like who her and her boyfriend are. They're like the liars of the season. And it's funny and they're cute and they like smile. See, they both did it. They both did their little cute liar smiles. But they know they're liars. We know they're liars. And it's one of those things where I'm like, look, play cutesy as long as you want, Nicole, but know that we're all watching. We're all watching. You are cute. I love you,
Okay, I
Pearl.
think this
You're
is
adorable.
because I told Carlos this round that I was mad at Travis. So right before Stephanie went out, because he berated me on Skype, saying, "Hey, Nicole, you're a four-time veteran. Like, play this game right. Like, what are you doing?" And I felt really personally attacked because I felt like I was playing the game with Carlos and Travis at that point. And then Travis comes up and says, "What are you doing with your life? Like, get it together." And so that's kind of where I came off. And now Travis is mad that I talked about it. And here he comes attacking me.
When did I do that?
Right before the Steph vote, like, right before it. You sent me like 50 messages in a row.
Well, I know because you were non-committal. And Ricky can vouch for this.
No, because
You
I
know
was
which way
thinking
you
in
wanna
my
go.
head, and I would have
My
not
name is
voted with you.
I thought she was voting with me. I didn't know she was non-committal. I just saw her not tell the truth to me.
Right, or me. I mean, if you have not been lied to by Nicole, please raise your hand. That's what I'm about to say. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
I trust Nicole, so I'm okay with that.
and I trust Nicole too, in the sense that like I know how to read what she says. What she says and how she says it are two different things.
Okay.
And this little move right here.
Well, let's put her up against you. There's Nicole and Travis. Who would you trust more? Probably Nicole, because you will probably kill the person that's trying to trust you.
Mandy, I have you in the middle. Welcome to an eligible tribal council. What do you make of this? Because I think Dylan said something earlier about if tribal council changes your mind, something. Where I feel like tribal council is the place to really take into consideration without other people's opinions. What are you making of this craziness? You have Travis calling Nicole and Dylan squeaky clean. You have Ricky chiming in, fighting Jay, and being a coach like Captain Savaho and Tribal Council. You have Patience sitting there just trying not to get yelled at. You have Kate with her hand over her mouth half the time as either she doesn't want the words to come out or she's in shock. You have Jay who has no problem popping off on anything related to Ricky.
Related to me too, apparently.
What do you make of everything now that you're physically here sitting and not watching, like you're part of it?
It's one big shitstorm, and like I feel a little overwhelmed, to be completely honest. But it's also very telling So we'll see what happens, I guess. I don't really know.
All right, I'm gonna give. Before we get to the vote, I'm gonna give you guys one last opportunity to stand up, say something to your tribe, if you're feeling vulnerable, or if you just need to get something off your chest that I have not touched upon. It might spark some questions for me. Yeah, the floor is yours.
Hey, real fast. I just want to say that I can separate game from real life, and I really do adore every one of you here. So when I bring this intensity, when I bring the heat, I want you to remember that it is in terms of a game, and I will bring it. But I hope that you guys can separate that I do think differently of you in a real life situation. But I want you to expect nothing less from me at this point. So
I'll gladly accept Dub Smashes about a week after the game, maybe a week and a half. We'll be good.
I love you, Travis, but you scared the shit out of me.
Good.
Travis, I thought your wig last tribal made you look like Guy Fieri from Food Network.
Okay, okay. Sorry, this is Tribal Council. If you're gonna steer this off about some fucking bullshit, let's get to the vote. It's time. Okay, Carlos. Okay, Pesha, thank you. You want to say something relevant?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do it up.
I know a lot of y'all chose to vote for him last time. Don't do it again. Hopefully y'all don't do it again. I'm just being honest. Like, I almost vomited. So please, like, don't give me a heart attack tonight. I don't feel like being voted out. Like, I'm ready to play. And maybe things will change between sides. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But don't vote me, please. God, no. Thank you.
I want to know, why am I considered the leader? Or because,
dude, you're really flustered about it.
I mean, it's kind of like, surprising to me. Like, I never saw myself as a leader. So like the fact that people do, like, I mean, I'm glad that if I have my necklace tonight, because if not,
Well, in the challenge, you were voted running the show. Actually running the show, you're voted most talkative. So opposed to like Mandy, who left the challenge with a lot of negative connotations, and Dylan, you left with a lot of positive ones. And again, perception. Your perception about being a leader is way different than how it comes across to the rest of the tribe. And that's a very big key at this point in the game, guys. Perception versus reality. And how you play that to your advantage. Before we get
strong personalities too, I think. Like the two strongest personalities are kind of the pillars, I would think. And Carlos has a big mouth, so that has something to do with it too, I'm pretty sure.
Trust me, this landscape might have pillars, but at the end of this game, everything will be rubble. All right. I know, right? That we need to. You might just have gotten the title of the episode, Nicole. All right. So before we get to the vote, I need to remind everybody: Carlos is wearing immunity. You cannot vote for him. It's been a last couple of crazy tribal councils. Carlos, individual immunity, keeping it. Yes.
Do I need to speak up again and say it?
No, I'll wait. I was waiting for Carlos to ask if he was keeping his necklace. Sorry, you broke out, Carlos. What'd you say?
Yes, I'm gonna keep it.
And if anybody is in possession of a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Honestly, all you guys keep doing is talking about it. I would love to give you guys the opportunity to vote me out next round, because you know what? Let's make an even playing field. I'll play mine on myself tonight.
All right. The mystery is now over. Ricky was the first person to find the idol. It is real. He played it on himself. You cannot vote for Ricky tonight or Carlos. Everybody has 15 seconds to message me on Facebook. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Princess Desiree. Second vote. Izzy. It's 1 vote for Desiree, 1 vote for Izzy. Desiree. Izzy. We're at 2 votes for Desiree and 2 votes for Izzy. Desiree. 3 for Desiree. 2 for Izzy. 6th vote. Izzy. We're tied 3-3. Desiree. Izzy. 4-4. We are tied. Save this a lot at Tribal Council. Izzy. It's 5 vote for Izzy. 12th person voted out, 3rd member of our jury. Izzy.
Bye, guys. I love you all. See you at jury or finale.
Izzy.
Izzy, your sister's bombed it.
You made a move.
Love you, Izzy.
Izzy and the Bag of Rocks now become the 3rd member of our jury. Izzy, thank you so much for playing. I will go and talk to you at the jury cemetery in a little bit.
Cool.
All right. And with that, Izzy is now the 3rd member of our jury. We are at the top 10. Tomorrow, what time do you guys want the challenge? Because tomorrow, somebody else will be heading to the jury. Same
Can
thing.
we do it half an hour after tonight, like at 11?
If it's okay with the majority of these people, yes.
I
If
would hope you guys would be okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
No, I'm not again. Just kidding.
I'll see you.
Good with me.
I'll see you guys
Okay, thank you guys.
tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern, where 10 will become 9. Good luck.